Hello everyone, here's another Photoshop tip. I'm just going to show you how to save. What I tend to do is go to File, Save As, and then choose a selection. Now, if you save it in Photoshop, what it will do will save all of your layers, typically called a PSD. So if you want to retain any layers that you've got in your picture, you may have 10, you may have 20, it depends what you've been doing to your picture. It will save it as a Photoshop document, a PSD. However, if you wish to export it out to a JPEG or something else, you need to select the format and choose one of the options. Now, there's various options there. To give you a basic rundown is obviously the CompuServe GIF, which is quite a small internet-based file. Obviously JPEG is well renowned and is used most of the time. PDF is a Photoshop file, and obviously there are other formats there. TIFF is also used, it's quite handy. That tends to basically do a similar job to JPEGs, except it's a slightly different compression method. And obviously PNG. Now, if you don't know what a PNG is, it's basically takes the image and makes it applicable to be used on websites. It typically doesn't include details such as backgrounds. It's very handy to use a PNG if you're doing stuff on the web, or you want to create a logo and you don't want to copy the background into your logo. You just want a plain logo that would go into the internet, and it would obviously have a white background or something like that. So that's just a basic rundown on the various formats. Obviously there's more to it, but it depends on your usage and what formats you prefer to use. So the reason I've come here is to talk about JPEGs, really. That's just to give you a rough roundup of the various formats. So JPEG, you can export that and save it. When you do save it, it will give you an option to save it at various levels, and it will obviously give you an indication of the size of the file. Now, this is a 10 megabyte file from a 7D camera. So if we had the quality set to 10, it would give us 5 megabytes in file size. You can obviously reduce that by the level. For example, 5 would reduce that to 1.1 megabytes. Just be mindful that when you reduce the quality of the JPEG compression, it will reduce your quality. So keep that in mind, and hopefully this was helpful to you. Thank you.